Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Cici. I do reselling on Poshmark, and I want to do some content today around what I got at the Savannah Goodwill Outlet. If you've watched my previous content, you know I was kind of planning on closing out my closet without posting any new inventory. None of the remaining like 60 items I had were selling, so I slowly started going back to the bins. So I guess I've gotten about 100 new pieces of inventory in the last month. Right now, I'm going to get into the bins haul. Everything I got was shoes. I went on the 12th to the Savannah Goodwill Outlet. Their price is $1.79 a pound. I spent $45.20 on 23.6 pounds. And I'm really happy with what I got. All the items pretty much have some wear, but they're good pieces and they're right in season. I do have really good luck finding winter boots at the Savannah Goodwill Outlet year round. I don't know what that's about. But the first item I got was a pair of women's just over the knee Vince Camuto gray suede boots. I think they're size women's 7, and they are really cute. They're in good shape. I do hesitate to pick up Vince Camuto. They don't have a lot of wear at all on the sole. I hesitate to pick him up just because a lot of that stuff is now, or has been for quite some time, at like TJ Maxx and Marshalls, and the sell-through on those items is just not as good. But because these are suede, because they're gray, because they're in season, they even have the stretch panel at the back, so you know that helps if someone has a wider calf. I did go for these. I mean, I would actually wear these if they were my size, or I'd consider wearing them. I don't know. Winter's boot season isn't too long where I live in Georgia, but those were, I think, a solid pickup. I'm confident that I'll be able to sell those. These I picked up just on aesthetic and appearance. They're like a woman's chukka boot with a thick sole. Unfortunately, they have Chinese sizing, so that tells me that this brand Sensa is not very well known. I did do comps on them. I got a few things, but these are actually really nice boots. They kind of have a unisex vibe. They've got some intentional leather discoloration at the toe box. They don't have a ton of wear. They've got a nice raw leather interior. They still have their stuffing in them, so I thought they were really cute. I'm going to try them on because I think they say size 245, which again is like Chinese shoe sizing. So I'll try to size them out, and with something like that, I usually try them on to get a better idea of what the size is. I got this great pair of, I believe they're men's, size 9. They're size 9, and I believe them to be men's. But they're the Georgia Boot Company, which does pretty well. They're in great shape, just a little bit of wear there. And they're just Western-style men's shin height outdoor style boots, and they're great. I don't know, they're actually leather, but when I touch them they're squeaking. That usually indicates vinyl, but I know it says leather on the inside. Or maybe it doesn't. Maybe they're not leather, but either way, I think I can sell them. Got a pair of Hokas. They'll sell. They have a decent amount of wear. There's a good amount of wear to the sole. They're dirty. I'll run them through the machine. I typically don't wash things unless they're really dirty, but they're in good enough shape. I've sold Hoka before in similar shape, and I mean, they're not like peeling here or anything. They're women's. I think they're size 8. Yeah, they're women's 8, so. These are Uggs. Uggs don't, get what they used to get, but these are in decent shape. They're women's size 6. They've got the gray Sherpa. They're just a typical Ugg boot. I probably, because they're size 6 and they do have some wear, I probably won't price them as high as if they were like a woman's size 8, between 8 and 9. Like, that's the sweet spot for women's shoes. They'll sell really well. 7s do okay, 10s do okay, but if you get lower than 7 and higher than 10, they move really slow. So unfortunately, those are a 6. Then I got a great pair of women's Fry boots. They zip up the back shaft, and these are actually size 9, so they zip up the back. They always, like, Fry has, where is that? They've got the little Fry emblem there, and on the button, and on the zipper pull as well. They have boot straps inside, which I hadn't seen with Fry before, but the little boot straps are in there. They are a woman's size 9, and they don't have a ton of wear. There's a little bit of wear to the toe area. Like, I mean, that's pretty hard to avoid with boots, but I mean, they're Fry, so of course I picked them up. Then I got another pair of Fry, and unfortunately these are size 5.5, so I'll price them a little cheaper to get them to a lower price point to get them to move. They're just the Melissa button boot in black. They've got a normal amount of wear, nothing, and no flaws, so I would not pick up black boots for women in size 5.5 if they weren't a really good brand. If they weren't a really good brand name. I found some Doc Martens. These are women's size 8. I feel like usually Doc Martens puts both sizes, but here we just have women's 8. But they're, I mean, they have been worn clearly, and someone might want to go like get the leather refurbished at the toe box because it's worn there. But that's pretty much the only thing of note. Otherwise, they just have the standard amount of wear that you would find on a pair of used boots. Then Maripe, this brand I think is associated with Anthropology. I sold a pair, they remind me of Italian boots, but I think they're actually made in Brazil. That's not going to come through here. Maripe, can you see that? I don't know, but they're nice sort of beige leather, and they've got a stitching accent that goes like that, and then at the front. So I thought they were pretty sharp. They've got like, it's a chunky heel like that way, but this way it's thin. So that's kind of a sharp look. I sold a pair of Maripe boots before, but they were red, and red leather boots are very easy to sell. So I think these will sit a while longer. I was actually kind of on the fence about picking them up, but because they were in good shape, I did. And the size on those is 7.5. So. And then I didn't even know Talbot's made boots, but these are like a Sperry style woman's just outdoor duck boot. And they are in great shape. They've got the Sherpa lining, navy with a navy and green and red plaid. I thought they were really cute. I think those will sell pretty quickly. They're size 9, not a lot of wear at all right there. And then I just got one more pair. I probably can't go without picking up a pair of Birkenstocks. These have wear here. I think they're the Birkenstock Arizona. They're brown. The size is really worn off in the footbed there. I'm going to have to get a magnifying glass and try to figure out the size. Like, it's super, you know, when these get worn, it's almost impossible to see the size. But besides that little, like, it gives a little bit there. They're in good shape for a Birkenstock. I had another pair that I had, and I posted them, and they sold. I had them posted at $35, and someone purchased them outright. And when I went to go ship them, the toe separator just pulled out. So I canceled the sale, and she was kind of upset, and I kind of explained to her as I was packaging them, you know, this came apart, I'm going to glue it back on, and kind of, then I found it like some other areas that needed reinforcement with shoe glue, so I did all of that, and I reposted them, I think at 15. They still haven't sold, but I guess I'm glad I caught it before I shipped them to her. So that's what I got for $42. I think I'll for sure make a decent profit on that batch. A lot to post because I've been down to the Brunswick, Georgia Goodwill Outlet a few times. Gotten a decent amount there. I posted a pair of Chuck Taylor Converse last night. Super cute Aztec print. I posted them about midnight. They sold. I have to ship those today. But yeah, I'll try. I'm going to pop out now because I've got to get my stuff ready for something else. This month, I think, like I said, it's the 13th. I've only grossed $150, so that means I've probably made, let's see, 10% would be 15, so 20% would be 30. So I've probably made about $120 as of September 13th on Poshmark this month. I've been posting, not a lot. Like I said, I've bumped myself up 100 pieces in inventory. So anyway, I'm rambling on. Let me get going. All right, bye.